Be me, 31, crime scene cleaner. Specialized in trauma and biohazard. Most people think it's like the movies. It's not. It's mostly scrubbing grout with industrial bleach at 3 a.m. It's removing sections of drywall that absorb too much fluid. It's the smell of iron and decay that never really leaves your pores. Social life is non-existent. Hard to date when you smell like a swimming pool in death. Apartment is sterile. White walls, white furniture, minimal clutter. Everything has a place. Everything is sanitized. It's the only way I can sleep. Keep the chaos outside. Keep the order inside. Tuesday. 4:15 a.m. Just finished a job in a studio apartment uptown. Elderly man, natural causes, wasn't found for 2 weeks. The usual heavy air. Stop at a 24-hour laundromat because my machine at home broke. Washing my undershirts. The place is empty except for the hum of machines and flickering fluorescent lights. And her, sitting on top of a dryer, eating a bag of spicy chips with chopsticks, wearing oversized painter's overalls covered in green stains and dried mud, boots that look like they've hiked through a swamp. Hair is a bird's nest of dark curls held up by a pencil. I try to ignore her. Pull out a book on structural engineering. Anything dry and technical helps reset the brain. She stares. I feel eyes on the side of my head. Ignore it. You smell like a hospital that caught on fire, she says. Voice is raspy, tired. I look up. She's not smiling, just observing. Industrial cleaner, I say. I'm a landscaper, she points to her boots. Night shift, I ask. Guerrilla gardening. Planting stuff where the city doesn't want it. She offers the bag of chips. I decline. Suit yourself, Mr. Sig. Clean. That was the first night. Her name is Val. She lives 3 blocks from my sterile fortress. We start meeting at the laundromat by accident, then on purpose. It becomes a ritual. 4 a.m. requires no social masks. She talks about soil pH and the resilience of weeds. I talk about the chemistry of stain removal. I never tell her exactly what stains. She guesses anyway, doesn't flinch. Everything goes back to the dirt eventually, she says. One night, rain is pouring down in sheets. My car won't start outside the laundromat. She pulls up in a beat-up truck filled with potted plants. Get in. I'm not letting you dissolve. The truck smells like wet earth and lavender. Contrast to my world of chlorine and ammonia. She drops me off. Looks at my building. You live in a dentist's office. It's clean, I say. It's dead, she counters. 2 days later, I find a small cactus outside my door. Note attached, something that thrives on neglect. Don't scrub it. I put it on the windowsill. It's the only green thing in the room. It bothers me. I like it. A week later, she knocks. 2 a.m. holding a bottle of cheap whiskey and a bag of soil. I have leftover potting mix and I can't go home yet, she says. Why? Roommate is having a crisis. I need a quiet place to be. I let her in. She tracks a little bit of mud on the pristine floor. My eye twitches. She notices, takes off her boots immediately, walks around in mismatched socks. She sits on my white floor and drinks from the bottle. Your place echoes, she says. It's peaceful. It's loud. Silence is loud. We sit for hours. She tells me about a tree she's trying to save in the park. I tell her about the silence of the city at 5 a.m. We don't touch. We don't flirt. It's just 2 ghosts haunting the same room. She falls asleep on my rug. I cover her with a blanket, go to the kitchen, scrub the spot where her boot touched the tile, but I leave the mud in the treads of the entryway, just for a bit. This becomes the new routine. She comes over after her night raids on the city gardens. I come home from cleaning death. We exist in the space between night and morning. Rules, she says one night, eating takeout on my couch. We need rules. Yeah, you look like a guy who likes protocols. She's right. Rule 1, no talking about the future. Okay. Rule 2, you don't ask why I'm sad sometimes. Fair. Rule 3, I can leave plants here and you can't throw them out. I look around. There are already 3 ferns and a spider plant. My sterile box is being invaded. Fine, I say. Rule 4, she points a chopstick at me. We just hang out. I don't need fixing, I lie. Everyone needs fixing. We're just not doing it. We shake on it. Her hand is rough, calloused, warm. My hand is dry, chemically peeled, cold. It shifts 3 months in. A particularly bad job. A family home. Won't go into details. Just a lot of red. I come home shaking. Can't get the smell out of my nose. Scrubbing my hands under scalding water until they bleed. She walks in. Uses her key. I didn't even realize I gave her one. She sees me at the sink. Doesn't ask. Doesn't say a word. Walks over. Turns off the water. Dries my hands with a towel. Her touch is grounding. She leads me to the couch. Puts my head in her lap. Runs fingers through my hair. Smell of earth overpowers the smell of blood. Finally, I sleep. Wake up with her curled against my chest. It crosses a line. We both know it. Neither moves. You're warm, she mumbles. You're messy, I reply. She laughs against my ribcage. We start sleeping in the same bed. No discussion, just gravity. Sex happens naturally. Not like a movie. Clumsy, desperate, then slow. It feels like an anchor. She leaves bobby pins on the nightstand. Muddy footprints in the bathroom. Leaves on the kitchen counter. I stop scrubbing them immediately. I let them sit. Evidence of life. 6 months. My apartment looks different. Vines trailing down the bookshelf. A rug that isn't white. Her coffee mug permanently next to the sink. I start feeling human again. Start dreading the work less because I know she's at the end of it. But the rules are still there, hovering. We don't say I love you. We say drive safe. We say I bought the good coffee. We say you're an idiot. Then she gets quiet. A week of rain. She stops coming over as much. When she does, she's distant. Stares out the window. What's wrong? I ask. Rule 2 violation. She flinches. Nothing, just tired. Val. Don't, she warns. You're pulling away. I'm maintaining the perimeter, she jokes. Weak joke. Friday night. I come home early, find her packing a bag of her things. Not everything. Just the essentials. Going somewhere? My chest feels tight. Like I inhaled fumes without a mask. Need some space, she says. Doesn't look at me. Is it me? No, it's the opposite. She zips the bag. This is getting too domestic, too real. I thought that was the point. No, the point was to survive the night, not build a house. She looks panicked, like a trapped animal. I can't be someone's anchor, and on, I drift. You're not drifting, you're running. Same thing. She heads for the door, stops, water the monstera once a week. Don't drown it. And she's gone. The silence rushes back in, louder than before. I stand in the hallway, the air smells like rain, and her cheap shampoo. I lock the door. I clean everything. I scrub the floors until they shine. I wash the sheets twice. I organize the books. I try to scrub her out of the apartment. But I can't throw out the plants. They sit there, green accusations, watching me. Weeks pass. Work is brutal. I'm on autopilot, robot mode. Cow worker asks if I'm okay. Fine. I'm not fine. I'm haunting my own life. I check my phone 100 times a shift. Nothing. I drive past the laundromat. She's never there. I drive past the park where she gardens, see fresh flowers, but nova. 2 months. The monstera is turning yellow. I'm failing. I try to water it. My hands shake. I realize I don't want a sterile life anymore. The white walls look like a prison. The silence isn't peace. It's just emptiness. I finish a shift at 3 a.m. driving home. I turn the wheel, not going home. Going to the wholesale flower market downtown. It's where the florists go before dawn. Chaos of trucks and shouting and blooming things. I park. Walk through the aisles of roses and lilies. Smell is overwhelming. Life. Too much life. I see her truck parked near the loading dock. She's loading flats of pansies. Looks thinner. Hair is messier. Wearing the same stained overalls. I walk up. She sees me. Freezes. Holds a tray of purple flowers like a shield. You're killing the monstera, aren't you? She asks. Voice shakes. It's dying of a broken heart, I say. Cheesy line. She doesn't laugh. You shouldn't be here. It's dirty. I don't care. I step closer. My apartment is clean again. It's perfect. She looks down. That's good. It's miserable, I say. I hate it. I hate the white walls. I hate that. I can't smell dirt. She looks up. Eyes are wet. I'm a mess and I ruin things. I break quiet people. I'm not quiet anymore. I'm screaming on the inside. She drops the tray. Plastic cracks. Dirt spills over her boots. She doesn't move to clean it up. I got scared, she whispers. I know. Not a flower. I like weeds. They're resilient. That's a line. It's the truth. I reach out. My hand, scarred from chemicals. Her hand, stained with soil. I take it. Come back, I say. Make a mess. Ruin the carpet. I don't care. I broke the rules, she says. Screw the rules. She steps over the spilled flowers, collides with me. Buries her face in my jacket. You still smell like bleach, she mumbles. You still smell like compost. I missed you. I missed the noise. We stand there in the middle of the market. Forklifts beeping around us. People yelling about tulip prices. It's chaotic. It's perfect. We drive back to my place. She brings 3 new trays of plants. Reparations, she calls them. We walk in. The sterile air hits us. She kicks off her boots. Leaves them in the middle of the hallway. Mud on the tile. I look at it. I feel a weight lift off my chest. She walks to the dying monstera, touches a yellow leaf. We can save it, she says. Turn to look at me. That dangerous soft smile. But it's going to take a lot of work. I walk over. Wrap my arms around her waist. Rest my chin on her shoulder. I'm not going anywhere. She leans back. What are we now? A hazardous ecosystem, I suggest. She laughs. Real laugh. Not the guarded one. I can work with that. She turns in my arms, kisses me, tastes like cheap coffee and morning. Later, we're on the couch. Sun is coming up. Light hits the white walls, hits the green vines, hits her face. She's asleep. I watch the dust motes dance in the light. I don't reach for the vacuum. I don't plan the next cleaning. I just sit there, holding on to the chaos. And for the first time in years, the world doesn't feel like it's ending. It feels like it's just starting to grow.